Hey Spirit Tribe, Gigi here with Spirit Readings, and I'm so glad and so happy that you're able to join me here today, taking a look at the month of September for Virgo. So wherever you happen to have Virgo in your birth chart, or if you're just wanting to check in on a Virgo, hello and welcome. Happy birthday to any of my September Virgos. Yeah. All right. This month we are getting messages from our guides and our angels, and the angel here says spiritual guidance, protection from harm. So your guides and your angels want you to know that you are protected from any and all harm. They are working overtime behind the scenes on your behalf for your highest and greatest good. So love that. All right, please keep in mind that there are so many of us, so not everything may resonate, and that's perfectly okay. You can just set it to the side for someone else or for later even. It may make more sense as events continue to unfold. Anything and everything is possible when we believe. So if it doesn't apply, you just go on ahead and you let her fly. No harm, no foul, no big deal. If you are new here, please keep in mind that I have had strokes, so that really affects my memory. I can struggle to find my words or even get them out. I do get tongue-tied. I also have tremors, which can make shuffling a bit of a challenge, especially when it feels like I'm getting zapped in my hands. Whenever that happens, I tend to drop whatever I'm holding, cards included. I also have glaucoma, so sometimes I do have to bring the cards a little closer to my face so that I can see them properly. So just bear with me, you guys. The messages get out the way that they are meant to eventually. Right? Okay. Virgo, you are getting a bonus in this month's reading. Thank you so much for running the numbers up on last month's reading. If you want a chance at a bonus in your next month's reading, make sure you run the numbers up on this reading. Everything that you need to know about me, about this channel, especially if you would like to book a personal private reading with me, or purchase something from my wish list, whether it's a card deck or a candle, something for my household, something for my fur babies, or just to make a donation, that can all be found in that description box down below. So make sure you check that out. All right, before we get into cards, we are going to get an Enchantress guide message for you for this month of September. All right, Spirit Virgo, September 2025, an Enchantress guide message. What is it that Virgo needs to know? All right, we have joy coming in. Enchantment for joy. Let's see what we have. Find a picture of yourself taken when you were a child and make sure that in it you look joyful. Get comfortable sitting upright in a place where you can see the picture in front of you. Relax and visualize a golden ball of beautiful light surrounding the picture. As you focus on it, slowly say, Enchantress, the child in me lets happiness be. Push away dark clouds, let joy flow free. Ooh, yes, one more time. Enchantress, the child in me lets happiness be. Push away dark clouds, let joy flow free. Close your eyes and feel the ball of light travel up your legs, torso, arms, neck, and head, bringing with it the innocent, carefree, happy state of childhood wonder. Stay with this feeling. Be at one with the child in you. When you are ready, open your eyes and feel fresh and rejuvenated. Kiss the picture and vow to love yourself more and more. You deserve it. Yes, you do. 100%. Absolutely do deserve it. All right, let's get some influence of the angels tarot messages here for you, Virgo, this month of September. Let's see what you need to know. And you already got some flyers. You had Judgment pop out here. Okay. And you have Page of Swords coming out here. So Swords is air. Air is the power of the mind. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance, your wisdom, and your truth in all matters and in all things and at all times and in all ways. What is it that Virgo needs to know for the month of September? Two more cards here, Spirit, for Virgo. All right, being led here, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Pentacles is earth. Earth is the power of the physical body. And you also have Ace of Pentacles coming in. Love aces. Aces are all about new beginnings, new opportunities being made available to us. So, all right, Judgment. Let's see what the message is here. Judgment. 4 angels are shown on the card. Zachriel, whose name means remembrance of God, helps us recall memories, both good and bad. And I'm saying these the best way I can. Tahariel, the angel of purification, helps us clear away negative energy. Kolopatyron, the angel of liberation, helps us become free from the prisons, psychological, spiritual, intellectual, creative, etc., that we have found ourselves in. And Valoel, the angel of peace, provides us with a sense of tranquility and contentment. Symbols, angels. The 4 angels represent the judgment process. Honest self-evaluation, forgiveness, absolution, redemption, freedom from the weight of sin, and transformation. Redemption allows the woman to be transformed, and this is shown as the angels guide her up to heaven. Stones. On the bottom right of the card, stones fall away from the woman as she rises up into the air. The stones are falling there. These stones are dead weight from the past and represent sins left unforgiven, wounds that never healed, and shame that was held onto and never released. The woman has carried this baggage around for many years and is now finally able to let go and leave it behind. Woman's head in upper left up there. This is the same woman shown in the center of the card, only now she has a healthy color and a halo above her head, illustrating her redemption and transformation. Direct meanings: reckoning with your past, especially unresolved issues, completely letting go of inner conflict, pain, or dissonance. Forgiveness, being absolved of sin, cleansed and unburdened. Remember, forgiveness is not forced or earned. It is freely given through grace and mercy. Having the inner freedom to move on. Transformation. Shadow meanings: too much self-evaluation, over involvement or dependence on self-help programs or therapy. Angelic message: if you carry the hurt of painful past experiences, may you summon the courage to face them, acknowledge the truth about them, and let them go fully and completely here, you guys. All right, Page of Swords. Now, you know, pages are young energy. They're often, you know, considered the messengers. So swords is air, air is the power of the mind, pages embody youth and potential here. And we have Dennis Diderot, 1713 to 1784, shown as a young boy here. Diderot was a French philosopher, writer, novelist, playwright, and prominent figure of the Enlightenment, a period in Western history that focused on rational thinking. Diderot had broad and varied interests. He wrote about history, medicine, math, science, art, philosophy, politics, and religion. He was the chief editor of the Encyclopedia, a vast compilation of knowledge that was groundbreaking for its time. This 28-volume tome had 71,818 articles and 3,129 illustrations. The information was presented in a secular, rational, scientific way, and some of it was considered controversial. Diderot wanted the encyclopedia to actually change the way people think. His work epitomized the spirit of the Enlightenment. Symbols, we see bubbles lightly floating through the air. Young Diderot ponders the large bubble he has made. This bubble represents his thoughts and ideas. The bubble carried by the angel stands for divine or creative inspiration. I love it. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a big bubble there, and the angel is carrying another one. Direct meanings: curiosity, eager to learn new things, having new ideas. A quick learner easily absorbs new information, shows intellectual promise. Shadow meanings: an inability to focus on one thing. A student still learning, intellectual novice. Angelic message: embrace your wonder. It will lead you to places where you'll never be bored. Ooh, I love that. Yeah, never be bored. I have quite the imagination. I never lost mine. All right, we have 8 of Pentacles next. And 8s are about recognizing limitations and either moving past them or staying within their bounds. Pentacles is Earth. Earth is the power of the physical body. Pentacles also is called coins in some decks. So symbols, pentacles. These lace pentacles were made by the woman shown below them. They symbolize craftsmanship, I can't even talk, training, and the hours of practice it takes to make a professional product. The woman, after years of making lace, she is an expert at her craft. She is beyond the struggle involved in learning and perfecting a skill. She no longer questions whether or not she's doing it right. My cat is being crazy. She's got the zoomies. She just does it, and she gets great satisfaction by simply doing her work. There is an angel here. Settled below the woman's arm, the angel helps the woman's hands remain healthy and nimble. This points out an unexpected side effect of attaining expertise. The same muscles, body as well as mind, are used over and over. Direct meanings: reaching a personal level of expertise, doing the best you can possibly do. High proficiency or craftsmanship, perfecting a skill. Attention to detail, satisfaction and healthy pride derived from work or making something. Doing the work, making the goods, undistracted, disciplined. Shadow meanings: perfectionism, rote, repetitive performance, albeit well done, inhibits creativity. Angelic message: find your work, practice the work, embrace the work, and just do your work. Okay, and maybe, sometimes it is the apprentice and the protege, someone taking you under their wing and teaching you everything they know. Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles, the power of the physical body. Aces, new beginnings, new opportunities being made available. So symbols, we have a giant pentacle. This large, heavy bronze pentacle is being slowly lowered down to earth by two angels. This conveys presence in the real world as well as the idea of being grounded. People and donkey, lower left. So down here, man and beast, flesh and blood, they represent the physical nature of being alive and how we are all connected to the earth. We see buildings there in the background. The buildings indicate a real tactile environment. They are the places people live and do business and represent daily life and how people, both rich and poor, manage to get through it. Direct meanings, issues related to the physical material aspects of life like health, shelter, all that money provides. Practicality, being grounded, producing, building, making things that take form, being mindful of your physical presence in the world, being present, doing well. Distinguishing the basics from things that are beyond basic. Shadow meanings, over-reliance on practicality that causes an imbalance. Being too materialistic, worry about physical or health issues. Angelic message: may you be blessed with abundance, good health, and prosperity. Yes, all the days of your life. I am going to take a drink real quick. Been doing a lot of talking. My throat got dry. So, and I still have several messages to get through, so better get to it, right? All right, let's see what's going on in the love department for you this month of September, Virgo. This can include yourself, family, friends, significant other, literally anywhere that you have love. So if you're like, hey, Gigi, I really love my job. I really love the people I get to work with, the people I get to interact with. I really love my hobbies. Then guess what? Those are included here as well. And you already had Earth show up for you twice here, your own element. All right, we have fair woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. Now this woman can be anywhere in your relationships. I always say the first person that comes to mind. Yes, it could even be yourself if you identify as a fair woman. Now if you don't, or they don't, fit the blonde, gray, or white hair, I always take it that they are a fair person, a person of integrity. They are kind, they are loving, they are generous, supportive. We also have older man, dealings or relationship with an older man. And again, can be anywhere in your relationships. We have the bouquet, compliments from an admirer. Maybe they're gonna bring you some flowers. We also have the wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Now, I don't feel like the fair woman would do that, if we're talking about how she's a fair, honest person. She would want you to be happy and have your heart's desire. The older man, he could be causing a wedge, maybe he doesn't want you to date that person, or, you know, be friends with that person, especially if money is involved. So, you know, I'm seeing that because we have the pentacles up there, and pentacles can often represent material wealth. So, all right, let's see what's going on in career and finances for you this month of September, Virgo. You know, I always like to know what's happening with my money, honey. You know, I'm always like, hey, yo, give me $1 million. Like, how nice would it be if you woke up tomorrow and there's just $1 million sitting in your account? So I'd be like, yep, I manifested that. I sure did. Show me the dadgum money. All right, you have the ladder. You are climbing toward success. Take your time, you know. You're building your empire, so you want it to last. We do have wealth showing up. Look at all those coins raining down on you. We have the claw. Be careful. Do not take risks. Now, as long as we're alive, we are going to be given risks. So, you know, we have to decide, is the outcome or the payoff, is it going to be worth it? I'm hearing don't take unnecessary risks. Don't go where you have not been given the green light. We also have career. We have desk. So, you know, maybe you're going learning, you know, higher learning, if whether it's for the first time, or if you're going, you know, to further your education, to get ahead in your career, to learn more, you know, taking classes of some kind. Slow down, pay attention to your work, and you know, enjoy the work that you do, you know. Then it doesn't really seem like work, does it? It's something enjoyable. It's something pleasant. All right, let's see what's going on in life for you this month of September, Virgo. You know, life do be lifing a little too hard sometimes. You know, your girl here is like, hey, yo, life, pump your brakes. Use some Vaseline. And life's like, nah, bro, you can handle it. And I'm like, just because I can don't mean I want to, you know. I want to coast on Easy Street. I want to have my address on Easy Street for just once, right? All right, we do have the Fly, a period of ill health, depression. Now, I feel like that came up, you know, matters of your health with that Ace of Pentacles, I do believe. Even judgment could be, you know, when you're too hard on yourself, right? It can lead you to becoming ill. We have the dog close up. Pleasure with a close friend. Get out, have some fun, you know. Don't just stay cooped up. I know, Virgo, you are the hermit, you know. You can only self-isolate for so long. We have the caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming, you know. The caterpillar does everything it can, you know, to prepare for going into the cocoon, and then what? They emerge as a beautiful butterfly. But the caterpillar knows it was a beautiful butterfly the whole time. You do have this apple. Temptation will test you. You know, are you going to accept the offering? Be careful, there's a viper, snake in that tree waiting to bite you if you try to grab that apple. All right, let's get a message from the moon. The moon is all about changes in our lives. You know, the moon herself goes through her changes, her cycles, her phases from new to full. She is beautiful, wonderful, and amazing in whatever phase she happens to be in, and so are you. So let's get some messages from Mama Moon here for Virgo this month of September. Virgo, Mama Moon. Let's see. Okay. We have surrender to the divine, full moon coming in. And we also have you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. So look at you showing up for yourself yet again here, Virgo. Really Make sure you're grounded, you're centered, you're stable. All right, surrender to the divine full moon. A wish you made may be about to come true. It's make or break time. There could be a sense of madness in the air. Breathe deep and stay calm. You may need to forgive someone to release negative energy. Sorry, I'm trying not to laugh. My cat just attacked my dog out of nowhere. My dog was like, what just happened? Because she had already disappeared, you know. You may need to forgive someone to release negative energy. It's time to let go of the past and move on. Let go of those stones that are weighing you down. Attune to the moon. I am getting the answers I need. Yes, I love it. You know, some answers take a little longer, and that is okay. All right, you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. Worrying too much will attract more things to worry about. Have you been overly critical? An apology may be in order. Stop second guessing yourself. Raise your karma by doing something good for someone else. Attune to the moon. Find a balance between the cosmic and the mundane in your daily life. Literally, everything in life requires balance. Hang on just a second. Quit. Pete. Sorry. My dog decides, hey, let me chew on myself while you're trying to shoot a video. All right, let's see who would like to be your spirit animal guide for the month of September, Virgo, and what their message for you is. All right, spirit animal guide, Virgo, September 2025. We have the Queen of Autumn, the Belgian hare. Thoughtful, caring, creative, ingenious. So, you know, you got to fix your crown and keep going. You will be given advice that's both practical and creative, and it should be followed precisely. Focus only upon the positive in every situation or person. Spin positives for yourself to help you keep going, you guys. Love it. All right, let's get a fairy dust mini deck message here for you, Virgo, for this month of September. Let's see what the fairies want you to know, Virgo. Fairy messages. One more here. All right. We have celebrate. The time is right to shout out loud. Don't hesitate to jump around. Something worth celebrating. We also have fairy wings. In the forest, small lights glow. Those are fairies flying low. I love it. That's so cute. All right, let's get some star seeds mini deck messages here for you, Virgo, this month of September. Let's see what else you need to know here, Virgo. They have one, I do believe. Ooh, okay. We have choice. By staying conscious in your thoughts, you guide your journey in the direction of choice. It is up to you, you guys. We also have no limitations. You are a celestial being with unlimited potential. There is much for you to share. You know, the sky is only the limit if you make it so. All right, let's get your bonus. It is going to come from the Angel Answers Oracle. So maybe you got questions, you know, maybe this is another way your guides and your angels, you know, get to communicate with you, get to give you a message. So, all right, for Virgo, we have ask your angels. Ask and you shall receive, you guys. You know, they are waiting to hear from you. They are waiting for you to activate them, to give them permission to act on your behalf for your highest and greatest good. All right, Virgo, these are your messages. I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, please drop me a comment down below. Let me know. Make sure you smash the heck out of that like button, that old thumbs up button down there. You know, hit it with a razzle dazzle, especially if you want a bonus in your next month's reading. If you haven't already and you find you keep coming back here, please subscribe to the channel, you guys. That truly means so very much to me. I love growth. I love expansion. I love being able to interact with all of you. It really does bring a lot of joy into my life. You know, you are part of the teamwork that makes this dream work. I wouldn't be able to do it without all of you. So I am very grateful and very thankful. You know, your guides and your angels are protecting you, you know, in your relationships. You know, people will come and people will go. Whatever is falling away, let it, you know. And when it comes to your career and your finances, you know, absorb all the information that you can. Be willing to learn. Have a teachable spirit, an open mind, an open heart. You know, you're climbing that ladder towards success. Don't take any unnecessary risks, you know. Sometimes, you know, when we do, it doesn't work out, and, you know, then we have to suffer the consequences, right? And when it comes to life, do not fall into those temptations, you guys. Whatever it is that tempts you, you know, it may not seem that big. You know, there's all different kinds of temptations. Some are a lot bigger than others, but, you know, even those small ones are sneaky, right? And make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you're going out, you're having fun with your friends and your family. And, you know, things won't always be hard, you guys. They won't always be the way they are now. So if it's been not so great, trust and believe that better things are up ahead. If it's been great, you know, really be thankful and grateful for all of the goodness that you have right now. Don't forget to ask your angels. They are just waiting to hear from you. All right, Virgo, from the bottom of my heart, I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. And I want to say thank you. Blessed be. Namaste and goodbye.